brothers and sisters, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So I'm here for a sit down. I was asked to talk about my PhD program. That's why I'm wearing my little jacket so I can look all professional and stuff. It's really hot, I'm taking it off. Whew, much better. So I was asked to talk about my PhD program and some of the steps it took to get there and kind of what the program is about. I don't know everything that you guys had questions about, so please leave specific questions down in the comment section and I'll do my best to be able to answer them. So a lot of people do ask me, why do you want to get a PhD? I've been in school since kindergarten. I'm 26 and I've never stopped going to school. I've gone all the way through. My mother has a PhD, and growing up that was sort of like my example, and I would see the way people would respect her, the way that they would speak to her. I saw just the level of respect that she would get, and as a Black woman in America, any little thing that helps you stand out is positive. So just growing up, that was always something that I knew I was going to do. It wasn't really a choice, and when I say that, I mean I knew that this was something that I was going to do. It was like, okay, I graduate high school, I go to undergrad, I do my master's, I do my PhD, and then I'm done. So I never had the perception of, oh, it's gonna take so long, it's so much work. I never had that perception. So my PhD is in education. I work full-time as a psychologist, and the program allows me to work because the classes are at night. My emphasis, or what I study, is school psychology. So there is that educational component and the psychology component put together. So in this type of psychology, we definitely do the counseling and the mental health, and then we also do the disability. So I work with a lot of kids who have autism and developmental delays, learning disabilities, emotional disturbances, all sorts of things. So it's really a broad spectrum of psychology, which is really cool because it allows me to be able to do different things, get summers off, all that kind of stuff. PhD program is intense. Going full-time means taking 2 courses, and it is a lot of work. It is no joke. There's a lot of writing involved, a lot of career development, things like presenting at conferences and co-teaching, writing research papers, writing journal articles, all that sort of thing. So it's very involved. My program is very small. So in each cohort, meaning in each group, there's about maybe like 6 to 10 maybe. My group has 6, so it's great. The classes are really small. You can really interact with your professor, and you get to really build that bond with the people that are in your group. With the PhD, unlike some of the other doctorate degrees, you do need to write something called a dissertation, which is like a book. It's a research paper that's lengthy enough to be like a book, and you pick something that you're interested in and you do research on it. So I'm not quite sure yet what I want to do for my dissertation. I'm still thinking about it, but at that point you are almost finished, but that is probably the heaviest part of getting a PhD. So a lot of people ask, well, how do you balance so many different things in your life? And that's something that, to me, when I say that I want young women, young Black women, to be able to know that they can have it all, they can do it all. It's really important, because to me, working is very important to me. Having a job that I feel respected, I feel happy about, it's very important. My education is extremely important to me. I want to be able to be respected. I want to be able to have the credentials to say something and for people to take it seriously because I have background and research in that. I also think it's important to have fashion. I think it's important to take care of my hair. I think it's important to be in a relationship, to have family, to have friends, to go out, to dress cute. I mean, that is all important to me. They're all very important to me. And so balancing that, juggling that can be tricky because you do have to realize that something is going to suffer. You have 24 hours in a day. You know, it's not that much time. But you do have to be mindful that if you spend all your time on this, then this is going to fall. And people always say, oh, well, you must love school. You must love school. I don't love school at all. As a matter of fact, I'm really tired of school. But this is so important to me. Having this degree is so important. And the reason why it's important to me, it's not necessarily just for me to be like, oh, I'm Dr. Michelle. No, it's not really just for that. Although that's great. It's more so to be able to, like I said, make a difference with a title. It's also to encourage and empower young women. When I go places and counsel students or present at places, when I see young Black people and see how excited they are to see someone who looks like them, they are happy to see that someone who has a respected position looks like them, is going to advocate for them. they're really, really proud of me. I've had students that I've been on one-on-one counseling with who've told me, I'm really proud of you, or wow, you did that? So you're saying that I could do this? I'm like, of course you can. So yes, it is a lot of work. It is commitment. It is a sacrifice. But the way I see it is the time is going to go by regardless. I would like to have my PhD by 28. That would be wonderful. And if I do nothing from now to 28, 28 is still going to come. So I rather be doing something productive with that time. Now, education is not for everybody. Some people don't want to be in school this long. Some people don't want these, high degrees. Some people would rather be a fashion model or start their own business, and all of that is wonderful. I mean, all of it is wonderful. And I get equally as proud when I see a business owner who's Black, or I see, a model who's beautiful and Black and confident. And so for you to do whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you're good at, be confident in it, do it well, that's what matters. And I would encourage anyone at any age, if you want to go to school, go to school. There is no age that's too old. I was on a panel for a vision board conference, and I was asking some of the girls, what are some things that you've always wanted to do that you haven't done? And a lot of them said, get my education, go back to college, go to school. And I'm thinking, why don't you go back? What's stopping you? And I asked them, and they're just like, I don't know, I'm just a little scared. Or go for it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. You're not going to regret it. Education is the one thing that nobody can take away from you. No matter what, you're always going to have it. Do it. If you want to do it, do it. So like I said, I really wasn't sure what you guys wanted to get out of this sit down, but please leave your questions below. If you have any questions about PhD, getting your PhD, being a psychologist, whatever the case might be, how do you kind of get there? Let me know. I'll answer those questions below. And if you don't have any questions, then thank you for watching. Big kisses to you. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.
If you happen to miss my last sit down on African men and cooking, click right here.